Live from Lincoln, this is Channel 8 Eyewitness News at 10.
The Husker volleyball team's off to the Sweet 16. Good evening and thanks for joining us. I'm Katrina Spurl. Tonight, Nebraska volleyball beat Missouri in the second round of the NCAA tournament. Channel 8 sports anchor Jared Kohler joins us now with more in tonight's top story.
Well, for the 8th straight season and 25th time over the past 26 years, Nebraska volleyball is one of the country's final 16 teams left standing. Off to Iraq is Devaney Center for how it all went down. The Tigers of Columbia, Missouri, visiting Lincoln for the second straight year. And Mizzou came out firing, winning the first set 25-20, stunning the Lincoln crowd. But you knew Nebraska wouldn't go down that easy. Big Reds start strong with a 5-1 lead and don't give it up en route to a 25-20 win in the second, setting the stage for one of the best sets of volleyball you'll see all year. Nebraska and Missouri each trade multiple set points before the Huskers take it by a 32-30 score. The Devaney crowd loses its mind, and that just about took all the air out of Missouri as the Huskers win the fourth 25-18 for a 3-1 victory to keep their season alive. Jazz Sweet led the team with 17 kills. Lexi Sun added 13. Team captain Lauren Stivrins was clutch all night with 11, while freshman Maddie Kubik reached 11 as well. Matt Reynoldson joins us live from the Devaney with more.
The Huskers are Madtown bound. Nebraska with a dramatic come-from-behind victory to advance to the regional semifinals in Madison, Wisconsin next weekend. Now, this one wasn't just your average Husker sweep. The Huskers had to come from behind after losing set 1, and then a dramatic set 3 went to 12 extra points. But this crowd, this sold-out crowd, one final time this season at Devaney, willed the Huskers to this win, and now the Huskers are back in the regional semis for the 9th year in a row. We'll have plenty more coverage from the Devaney coming up in sports, but for now, at Devaney, Matt Reynoldson, Channel 8 Eyewitness News, Sports.
Thanks, Matt. We'll have more Husker volleyball coverage coming up later in sports.
Lincoln police are investigating an early morning burglary. It happened at the Lincoln Winair Company at 609 Van Dorn. Officers found that the back door of the building was pried open by an unknown tool. Surveillance footage shows a male suspect wearing a camouflage jacket stealing some tools. The investigation is ongoing. A Lincoln man was sentenced to 2 years in prison for cyber stalking. Prosecutors say 20-year-old Alec Island sent an Instagram message last year threatening to rape one woman if she didn't kill herself. Officials say a second woman has also accused Island with similar threats. An unusual story in Omaha. Police say a man's mother was inside his home dead for months. Police arrested 47-year-old Sean Snoza. They charged him with concealing the death of his mother. Officers say Snoza told officers his 76-year-old mother wasn't home, but later said she had been dead since July. And sticking with Omaha news, a pilot crashed his helicopter at the Millard Airport this afternoon. His injuries are unknown at this time, but those on scene say he was able to walk to the ambulance. The Federal Aviation Administration will be investigating the crash. Time now for a look at our first weather forecast. Meteorologist Sam Wilson joins us now from the Weather Center with the latest.
Well, it was a nice, mild day for us today. Temperatures bumping way up compared to yesterday into the 50s. Lots of sunshine as well. Hardly a cloud in the sky. We had a few high altitude ones, but really lots of sunshine peeking through, although those winds were up a bit if you got to enjoy some of these nice temps, and still staying quite warm, especially for this time of night, into the 40s. Columbus 42, Beatrice 43 here in Lincoln 43 also. York dropping down just slightly, 39. So really nice warm temps. Dew points are up a tad as well, bringing a little bit of moisture back into the air. Those winds, like I mentioned, anywhere from about 5 to 20 miles an hour. A little gusty out there, keeping that chill going. Now one more mild day for us before, yes, winter's coming in T-1 day. Monday's going to be quite a switch because those temps take a big plunge. I will give you all the details coming up in my full forecast.
All right, we'll talk to you later. Thanks, Sam. A new UNL program will match local makers with customers who request handmade items. Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Jael Pembroke has more on the story.
Here at the Nebraska Innovation Studio, there are students, entrepreneurs, and more members who are making things that can be sold or used for the greater good.
UNL makers who showed their skills
sold creations at the Holiday Maker Fair. As makers learned new skills and trades, people began asking for special projects. So a new request, a maker program, was created.
People can put in a request for something they want to make that they don't have the skills to make, and one of our members can respond to them, and so they can work out a deal on making something, unique.
Over a dozen requests have been made so far, as the holiday season also brings in new customers. Makers learn trade skills and invent products.
So like these sock blockers actually started as part of that maker request. It's a really great opportunity for makers to meet people in the community and to just get jobs that they might not have gotten before.
Other makers are creating projects that could make a difference, like this study. It is an inseminator that could be used on smaller animals to help grow the U.S.'s animal population.
For our senior design project, we're working with Trent Schrader from the Lincoln Children's Zoo, and we're working on a project to help strengthen endangered species here in the United States.
With new things being made every month, the future looks bright for the Nebraska Innovation Studio. Reporting in Lincoln, Jael Pembroke, Channel 8 Eyewitness News.
Lincoln Police reports that assault rates are on the decline in downtown Lincoln. Chief Jeff Blymeister says when bar owners call ahead when a situation may happen, it gives officers a head start to be present if an assault occurs. He also says bars are good at controlling the amount of alcohol given to customers.
We want to give a lot of credit to the downtown bar owners and those that patronize their establishments. We've worked collaboratively, and there is a trust that has been developed.
Blymeister says in the end, all of these factors combined contribute to the low rates. Here's a friendly reminder for Lincoln residents. City officials want people to know burning leaves and yard waste is illegal within the Lincoln city limits. It's a safety and health hazard. Check our website on ways to dispose of waste safely. And LFR encourages residents to contact LPD to report illegal burning. The Railyard Ice Rink officially opened up this afternoon. It's open 7 days a week. Admission is free for all ages, but every skater must check in at the Ice Rink Skate Hut to sign a waiver of liability. More information on the ice rinks can be found on our website. That's klkntv.com. Lincoln's own Hannah Houston had a special CD signing today. It all happened at Sartor Hammond Jewelry at South Point this afternoon. Houston got to meet some of her fans and sign pictures for her Christmas CD. She has a special holiday show coming up next Friday.
So we recorded this Christmas album last year. It came out last year, and we're really excited. We're going to perform it live with the Salem Baptist Choir. And we're really excited. We'll be at the Rococo Theater. We're really looking forward to it.
As many of you know, Hannah, a former elementary teacher in Lincoln, came in third in 2016 on the national TV hit, The Voice. For more information on tickets for her Christmas show, you can go to our website. Again, that's klkntv.com. What once was a Lincoln favorite food truck since 2011 has now been grounded to a brick and mortar location. It's Nitro Burger at 2050 Cornhusker Highway. A Lincoln couple opened in mid-November. The burger joint is 1950s themed and everything is made from scratch. The owners say they like to fancy you with the healthiest diner food possible while still keeping that nostalgic taste.
We feel like there's a lot about the 1950s theme that's kind of dying. You don't find a lot of that, wherever you go, so we really like to integrate that into a lot of what we do.
Their burgers are exotic and just what you'd expect. They say they'd love the Lincoln public to come out and try some good food. Still to come on Channel 8 Eyewitness News, a rough road to recovery. A story about the community coming together to help a therapy dog in need.
Are you enjoying these nice mild temperatures? Well, we only have 1 day left. Yes, before we take the big plunge. I'll give you all the details coming up next.
You're watching Channel 8 Eyewitness News, late edition, with Katrina Spurl. Weather with meteorologist Sam Wilson. And sports with Jared Kohler. This is Channel 8 Eyewitness News, late edition.
Yeah.
Well,
we did it.
I think I just put like full highlights or something from like a Huskers win or something like that.
Oh.
Three Nebraska breweries came together to raise awareness for a special cause. Today was the canning of their special beer, saluting veterans all around. Channel 8 Eyewitness News reporter Taylor Trujillo has more.
What more could you want other than beer and buddies? And it's all going down here at Lazy Horse Brewery. Lazy Horse Brewery just canned their newest beer called Two Hellas with 22 a day, after the brew process started on Veterans Day.
Today kind of followed into that. We had a great turnout. You know, when we opened the doors at 1 o'clock, I think we've sold almost 100 six-packs already. You know, so just today alone, we've raised just $500, over $500 for the cause.
And the cause? It's a German-style lager to help support the fight against veteran suicides.
You know, there's a lot of people out there that are willing to support this, and we are very fortunate that we happen to have a platform that allows us to reach out to as many people as we do, to have as big of an effect as what we can have.
The unveiling is in partnership with Buddy Check, a group that reaches out to other veterans and helps them network with people that understand what they've been through.
The long-term challenges, you know, whether it's dealing with the Veterans Administration or just the sense that people don't relate to the things that you've been through. Which is something that every veteran goes through from the time they get out till, you know, the end of time.
They are intending to sell 172 cases of the beer, and $5 of every $10 six-pack will go to Buddy Check to help reduce veteran suicides. And Two Hellas with 22 a day. Reporting in Ohio, Taylor Trujillo, Channel 8 Eyewitness News.
With concerns of another flood looming next spring, state officials sat down Friday to discuss prevention plans. They are now looking into building infrastructure in eastern Nebraska to prevent any future flooding. It would include dams and levees that would also provide clean drinking water when a drought occurs.
Regardless if the weather even stayed as it is now, or even if it was 50 years ago, we've always had floods, we've always had droughts. And so no matter what occurs in the future, we'll still be dealing with those.
The study into this potential project is still in the early stages. Whether they are for or against the study, officials want to move forward with it to ensure the needs of Nebraska's residents are met. The Grand Island community has some doubts about the inner-city bus service. The final round of meeting was held Friday. Some people are concerned about the bus service's sustainability. Members involved with the project are reminding the public the service will be a process but beneficial in the long run. The final proposal will be sometime in March or April. The community is coming together to help a therapy dog in need. His name is Bear, and he goes to Lincoln Public Schools. He's recovering after having an emergency ACL surgery just 2 days ago. A friend started a GoFundMe page for Bear because the medical bills are nearly $4,000. Bear's owner says he is missed dearly by her students.
He's had his left back knee replaced with pins, and he's on a road to healing now.
He's great for building relationships with children. I don't think we can have too many of them if we had one in every school.
Some good news, Bear took his first steps outside after surgery today. If you'd like to help support him on his road to recovery, visit our website at klkntv.com. 78 years ago today, the Japanese attacked the naval base in Pearl Harbor. After that, America joined World War II. One of the last living survivors was at the event today. ABC's Kaylee Hartung has his story.
A warm welcome for a hero's return.
Lieutenant Commander Lou Conter!
Lou Conter, one of only 3 remaining survivors from the USS Arizona, the only one able to travel to attend the 78th anniversary of the attack on Pearl Harbor.
How do you describe your emotions when you come back here?
Well, they're getting better every year, but the first year will be real hard.
This year, the remains of his late comrade Lauren Bruner will be returned to the ship.
1,177 that were killed that day, and he got off the same as I did. Got home, got married, had children, grandchildren, great-grandchildren.
On December 7th, 1941, Conter was serving as a quartermaster 3rd class on the Arizona when the Japanese attacked.
You never forget the day, but things were happening so fast, and we were highly trained in those days. To do what our job is, that's what we did.
For nearly 30 years, Conter has returned to pay his respects.
You have to pay respect to the ones that went to their battle stations, or just pay tribute to the ones that didn't make it.
His family prays they'll continue this annual tradition, while Conter reminds them he's only 98.
Now, your local forecast from Lincoln's own weather experts.
Temperatures made quite a rebound today for us as we soared up into the 50s. The sunshine came out. It was a great start to the weekend. The winds also came out a tad on the breezy side if you got out to enjoy this nice mild day. Thankfully, those are starting to die down and will dissipate big time for tomorrow. But highs today, wow, into the 50s. McCook almost saw 60 degrees, hitting a 59 there. Columbus 51, Hastings 53, so well above our average. A nice bump for us. 54 here in the capital city, normal being 39, so it was quite just a pleasant day out there. And I have good news for you that the rest of the weekend stays pleasant as well. Now 43 degrees for our temperature right now in capital city, but it feels like 36. A little bit of a wind chill still going on there, even though those winds are dying back a bit. Temperatures still pretty nice, 40s and 30s, 39 in York, 41 in Seward, and 42 up in Columbus. So for this time of night, that's pretty nice actually. Now current winds right now out of the south and about 5 to 20 miles an hour. So if you are still in one of these hot spots, you're definitely feeling that wind chill factor. Even though it is coming from the south, it's cooling you down just a bit out there if you are out enjoying your evening. Now looking at national weather, if you zoom all the way over into California, they are really getting battered here by heavy rain, lots of flash flooding, and even some snow in the higher elevations thanks to that system. Zooming into our state, really a quiet day weather-wise, a few high cirrus clouds, but nice mild temperatures here and no precipitation in sight for the start of your weekend. Now Stormcast showing us how the rest of the weekend's going to go as these winds shift up from the south here. They will move on out throughout the overnight hours, coming now from more of the west northwesterly direction for tomorrow and giving you a nice mild Sunday. So another great one for us, a little more cloud cover, but temperatures are rising rather into the 50s yet again. A good end to the weekend. Now Stormcast showing us here that our next weather maker is this cold front dropping down but really not impacting us until later Sunday evening into the overnight hours till Monday morning. And you can see how this is quite a strong one digging down, and that's going to bring that Arctic air really far down, cooling us big time. Also bringing some precipitation here, anywhere from rain to a bit of a snow mix. No accumulation really too much with this system, probably hundredths of an inch trace amounts. So nothing to worry about precip wise. However, enough to make your Monday morning commute just a tad slick on the roads, and a cold day for your Monday as those winds will be up and from the north cooling us way down. So a day to put up the lights, I would say not on Monday. I'd give that a big red light. But for Sunday, yes, tomorrow, if you were thinking of doing that chore, I'm going to give you the all clear there. It will be quite a nice one. Now tonight, 30 degrees. Those clouds are building and the winds are starting to die down, but still about 5 to 15 miles an hour. Tomorrow, 50 degrees, cloudy, but those temperatures soaring yet again for one last nice day. So if you head on out to enjoy it, it'll be quite nice Sunday. Now Monday, though, really dropping down into the 20s, that snow start, that should leave us by about the noon time frame. And again, really not too much accumulation with that system to worry about. But those cold temperatures Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, we don't barely break 30 degrees. So that is quite a switch for us there. But Thursday and Friday rebounding pretty nicely, all the way up into the 40s for Friday. Another round of snow hits us next weekend.
I was really getting used to these 50s. You know, I got my car washed on Thursday, and I was like, I won't have to get it washed for a while, right?
You and the rest of the state. We've had quite a nice warm start to December, but winter's coming, folks.
All right, thanks, Sam.
Thanks.
Still ahead on Channel 8 Eyewitness News, men's basketball highlights from the Nebraska versus Creighton rivalry. Plus, hear from Nebraska volleyball head coach John Cook after the Huskers' thrilling tournament win.
Yeah. Cool. Sounds good to me. Sounds like fun. Sounds like a fun endeavor for all of us. All right, mic check, 1 2 1 2. Mic check, 1 2. Mic check from Devaney Center. Sports block hit. Sports block hit.